So we're super excited to have you here today. In fact, not just because you're sitting here. This is one of our favorite movies of the year.
Oh, really?
And I'm sure you're hearing this a lot now.
No, it's great to hear.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to finally release this in the world because it was a big hit at South by Southwest. It's kind of been making.
Oh yeah, and before that Sundance,
Yeah.
it's been a little while that people have seen it and talking about it, but the public hasn't been able to see it, so it's very exciting that people get to see it.
Yeah, and but this is also a very personal story because it's very real to you. So there are parts that are kind of harder to watch. You kind of like, oh.
Yeah, I walk out of screenings. I like watching with the crowd most times, just to see people laugh and experience it. But there's a couple scenes that I always walk out for.
Yeah, because some of it's deeply personal. Did you think about some of it where you were like, oh, maybe I shouldn't share this?
You know, I never did. Emily Gordon, my wife, we wrote it together. She was like, hey, it's going to be weird when this comes out. We're putting a lot of personal stuff out there.
Yeah.
And like in the movie, I don't think things through, so I was like, it'll be fine, let's just make a great movie. But then now that it's out, there is a lot of personal stuff that I'm like, all right, shouldn't have put that in there. Because your mom watches it, and people you don't know watch it, and they feel like they know you because they really do. So it's complicated because we're really proud of the movie.
Yeah.
But also it is so personal that you feel a little like naked.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and of course, Emily isn't here with us today, but you had Zoe play her, and but you played yourself. Is it kind of weird playing yourself?
No, if anything, it helped because I'd never done a part like this. I'd done just comedy stuff. I'd never done anything that was also dramatic. Obviously, this is both. So it helped to have gone through the experiences, so I knew what it should feel like. It wasn't easy to get there, but I knew what I should be feeling like. So it was a good gauge to have. It's also difficult because I'm sort of choosing to relive parts of my life that were like the hardest, So certain scenes I'm like, why did I want to go through this again?
Well, because it's interesting for some of us. It's harder to understand the arranged marriage, but when you put it out there in a film like this, kind of explains it a little bit more. That it doesn't seem as strange, but still for you that wasn't the way you wanted to go.
Yeah, well, we wanted to show because people know what arranged marriage is, but they don't really understand it. It's like one of the list of things that they know about people from Pakistan or India. They have arranged marriage, so we wanted to portray we wanted to show a nuanced portrayal of it, really show what it's like, how it works, and that it works for a lot of people, In the movie and in real life, it wasn't for me, but it was for my parents and all my aunts and uncles and most of my cousins. So we really wanted to show, because it is on like the list of stereotypes, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about it. It means that we should just show it as realistically as we can.
Did you really have like a cigar box of potential suitors?
No, my mom lived in a different state, so I had emails with pictures, but I do know plenty of people who had the physical pictures. I just didn't print them out.
Yeah. So what do your parents think of this? Because I know it may look strange for them because they were stuck to their beliefs and they were tough about it.
Yeah, I think, they love it. They're very proud of it, and they love Emily, and, we're all very close. So I think it's a little complicated for them because they do see a big part of their history on screen. But it's interesting because in writing it, I got to see their perspective. Yeah. But hopefully watching it, they get to see my perspective a little bit.
Yeah, and of course Judd Apatow is amazing and a really, really cool guy. What did he bring to the project? I
mean, first of all, without him, it would not have gotten made. And we've been working on this with him from the very beginning. Like we didn't write a word down until we started talking to Judd Apatow. And what him and Barry Mendel, one of the other producers, what they brought to it was basically one, they gave us confidence that this was a story worth telling. But also, they're like, just put everything in, it can be messy, don't worry about resolving stuff, and that every character, that there should be no bad guys, every character should make sense. You understand where they're coming from, so that there's conflict, but it comes from people having different points of view and not from somebody being bad or somebody being good. So that's what Judd really brought to it, is like an emotional messiness. And no clear answers, you know, because he always says, he's like, the questions are important, the answers are not important.
Yeah. And of course, you have a lot of people who know you from Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
How often do you get people who go, wait a second?
Dinesh,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
People are like, Dinesh! Yeah. Yeah. Most people who recognize me don't know my name.
That becomes your name, right?
Yeah, that's my name. Yeah, now I know. Like, if someone says Dinesh, I can look over and there'll be someone staring at me.
But it's kind of a cool feeling, right?
Oh, it's great that people love it. It's great that people love that show. I mean,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? I love that show, and it's such a gift to be able to like do something, you know, every year that you're like, this will be something that I'll be proud of, you know, because it's a tough business. Having a job is hard, and having a job that you love, that you can be proud of, it's very, very rare.
Yeah. And we've got another season coming up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go back shoot in October.
Good.
Yeah.
And then anything you could tell us about this one, or
They just started writing. What
Okay.
day is it? They just started writing this week, so
Oh, wow.
I don't think there's anything to tell. Otherwise, I would tell you guys.
Yeah, because why not, right?
I tell you all the secrets I'm not supposed to say, but there are no secrets yet.
Yeah. Well, I know every set is special. What is it about this set? Was there a day, scene, or time that you will always remember and go, that was a great day?
In The Big Sick?
Yeah.
I really loved everyone in the movie, and it really felt like we all kind of did this together. It was really cool to have like every member of the crew be really invested in it, you know, because it's very easy for a lot of people. Obviously, for us, it's personal. But for a lot of people, they could have easily treated it just like a job, but they didn't. They really connected. My two favorite scenes are this. There's a run of scenes I have with it where it's just me and Holly Hunter talking, and that's really exciting. And then I have a scene where it's just me and Ray Romano laying in my bedroom talking, and those two scenes were very, very exciting to do, to get to work one-on-one.
Yeah.
With my favorite like actors, you know, that was something I was nervous about them, but then as we got closer to the day, I was just like excited.
Pretty cool step parents to have in the movie.
Oh
right?
yeah, great.
Yeah, and also the Alamo Drafthouse here has prepared a special menu for this, which we had a little bit out there in the lobby, and it's so good. Now, what is this that we're looking at here?
So this is Sikh kebab, and what it is it's like a skewer with ground beef that's like, and then you grill it.
Yeah.
And then what they did was they made like a roll out of it, so that's naan, and it's really, really, really good. Like they asked me what you wanted, and I sort of sent them a list, and I'm so glad that they did this. And it's so exciting.
And they did it and did it well, right?
Yeah, it's delicious. Everything is really, really good. The only reason I'm not trying it is because I know my mouth is watering. Seriously. Yeah. I know if I eat it, I'll eat the whole thing. And so I'm trying to wait as long as I can before I start eating, because then I know I'll spiral.
Well, last thing, while we've got you here in this Lego karaoke room, which is pretty amazing, right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are looking up to you now, and there's and it's a tough business. What do you tell? What advice do you give people?
Oof, it's a lot of right time, right place kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nobody can really predict success. You really have to be lucky. But I will say is that you have to be ready too. Like if you get that opportunity, you kind of have to be ready to deliver. So I'll say just work and like get as good as you can, because you'll never know when you'll get that shot. It might be a little thing, but you really have to take it when you get it, because you don't get it again generally. So I would say just work on it and try and get better. You can't really control when you get the opportunities, but you can control what you do with them when you get them.
Good. That's perfect. Well, thank you so much
Thanks
for being with us.
having me.
Congratulations on everything, and we'll be back with more next.